my name's Mark, one of the pastors here at Trillium. We're going through our core values in the services. We started 2 weeks ago when we looked at our first core value. What I think is our most important core value, offer friendship and fellowship to all. It's not an easy core value to live out. It sounds great, and I think many of us in the church aspire to live this way. But to offer friendship and fellowship to all people, that's a pretty daunting task. Yet I think that is, at the core, a way of understanding Jesus' basic mission to the world, to offer friendship and fellowship to all people, to recognize the other as also belonging to the holy realm of God in life, to see the sacred face in other people in all circumstances, will allow us to claim the sacred face within our own lives. That's one of the great secrets. Whatever we aspire for within ourselves, we seek first in the lives of others, and we ultimately discover it for ourselves. And offering friendship and fellowship to all is that sacred recognition that we are united by one common heritage. All people, maybe all of life, shares the sacred imprint of the Creator. And so at the church here, we aspire to live out this basic practice of offering friendship and fellowship to all. And it is a practice which got us to the next core value, which is to joyfully engage in regular spiritual practice. And we want to look at that practice in the context of offering friendship and fellowship to all. Not just as some abstract idea, but to look at how we might go about practicing on a day-by-day basis, on a moment-by-moment basis, how to extend this love to other people around us, and to see the common visage of God, the common face of God in all people, even in difficult people. We looked at trying to make, in fact, this practice into an effortless effort. That's something easy for us to do, that we don't have to be always conscious of. It just comes out of us. I had an altercation with a guy this week, and I missed this opportunity to really extend love. I wasn't particularly rude or nasty, but boy, I had this opportunity to really embrace the moment from his perspective and not get my defenses up in kind of fight or flight mode with him. I had a chance to do it, and I missed the opportunity. I forgot for a moment. But thankfully, life offers me many opportunities, as it does for you. This Sunday, we looked at uphold honesty and integrity. And again, want to think about it in the context of offering friendship and fellowship to all. That we just have one person in us that lives at the very deepest part of us and on the surface that can extend love in all circumstances. And it's something that we don't do. We hold ourselves back because there's a part of us that has hostility and contempt and dislike for other people in certain circumstances. And we have these prejudices that are in us, and we kind of hide them away. We don't want people to really see them in us, and so we hide them away. Sometimes we even try to hide these basic prejudices and hostility from our own point of view so that we don't even see it ourselves. And there's a dilemma, right? Because in fact, we're called to expose everything to the light of Christ. The light of Christ needs to wake up in us, and when it wakes up, it shows us where we are not very loving in our lives with each other. I was thinking about a story by this guy named Race Buin in Texas. He got shot by a guy named Mark Stroman, who was going around shooting anybody who looked like an Arab in Texas. He had already killed 2 people, 2 clerks. He came into this Race Buin store, and he shot him. And Race thought he was going to die, and he's lying down on his back, looking up into the sky, and he makes a deal with God that if God allows his life to live, he'll commit his life to caring for other people. And that's exactly what happened. In fact, Race lived, and he committed his life in that moment to the care of other people around him. And oddly enough, the person he felt his heart burst for in that moment was the very man who tried to kill him. So Mark Stroman ultimately gets convicted, sentenced to death row. He's going through the years and weeks, months and weeks, days, hours before he's executed. And who's his biggest champion in life? Race. Race is going to court. He's suing the governor of Texas. He's doing this, he's doing that. He's going to the pro board, to the communing board that will take away the pardon board, that will take away the death warrant on this man who tried to kill him. He's Mark Stroman's biggest advocate, and ultimately he fails. But this most strange opportunity occurs where the man named Race becomes the extension of God's grace and goodness to this man named Mark. It's the offering of friendship and fellowship in the deepest way. And I was mentioning to my church, if Race can do this with the person who tried to kill him, can't we do this with each other? And can't we offer this deep friendship and and fellowship to people in our lives, whether we work with them or they're in our families, or even the stranger on the street, the person who cuts us off, the person who makes our life difficult in the moment. Surely we can take the opportunity to extend this deepest form of welcome and hospitality to other people. It's this sacred task that God has given us. It's in alignment with what we were created for. We're meant to extend God's love to the world. That's what it means at Trillium to awaken the Christ light. So often we live split lives, two people in us, the light and the darkness. But God calls us to live as only one person on the inside and the outside. You know, we could allow the darkness to come outside of us, but we also need to, in a sense, take claim of that darkness and to begin to discipline it and to remove the obstacles to love that live within us, to remove the prejudices and the hard feelings and the grudges and the negativity that interferes with our capacity to love. That's what it means to practice, I suppose. That was what it means to unite inward and outward so that we function as just one heart alive to the purposes of God in our life. And I really would encourage you to take hold of this for your life. Allow only one person to live within you, one person in light, who struggles in the hard places to extend love, tries to be conscious when it's so easy to fall asleep. In those moments where we're tested, we give given the greatest opportunity to extend this welcome and hospitality to other people. I pray that's the blessing that you can embrace for yourself today. Let you be the conduit of God's deepest hospitality and welcome to others. Go in peace. Serve the Lord.